When you get the 1S drive out of the box and set it up, the default for the brake setup is that it uses the internal brake relay. I think it's called BKIR, and that's the internal brake relay. And that is set for a max number of cycles. I forgot the exact number, but it's set for an exact number, a certain number of cycles, so that when it reaches those cycles, to protect that mechanical relay, it will actually shut off the drive. So you really need to disable that out of the box when you're going to install it. So let's talk about how to do that. I have an application here that has a couple of 1S drives on it, so we're going to change it in the parameters. So first you go to the parameters and you choose 4610 is the number we're looking for. So we're going to scroll in the parameters to 4610. Brake interlock output enable. So we want to disable that. So basically we're going to and you notice that the default is enabled, so we're going to disable that. So that's step one. So you can at that point, while it's highlighted, transfer it to the drive if you're online. So I'd recommend you go ahead and do this while you're online, and you can actually transfer the selection to the drive. So you go down here, it's the third button over, and you transfer that selection to the drive. At least on my version, I'm running 1.45, and so you can see my pop-up there, and transfer selection to the drive. So once that's set, you transfer that selection to the drive. Now, and that should do it there. But let's go one more step. Another thing you can do is go to 4663.01. External brake interlock relay output port selection. So it's saying that this is to set up your brake for an external, even if you don't have a brake. And what that does, if you look at this little comment here, it says comment selects the port to be allocated. The built-in brake interlock relay BKIR is disabled when this function output is allocated to a general purpose output. So you could only do this if you wanted to, 4663, if you're not using your external outputs, which can be set up for different things. So if you're not using any of the outputs, the external outputs on this, then you can use that. Now those are solid state relays, so they're not set up with a certain number of cycles. So we're going to change that as well, and I'm going to change it to general output 1, which is a solid state relay. We're going to go down here to the button, and we'll select transfer to the drive, and boom, that will transfer that over. Those settings, you'll have to cycle power on the drive, but if you do that to each of your drives, change those two settings, or even just the last setting if you have if you're not using your external relay switches, then you can use that 4663.01, and either one of those should take care of it. The last one certainly will, but hopefully that will help. Thank you very much.